I can still picture the way she looked at me that night. Her gaze sharp, her voice cutting, like I was nothing more than an inconvenience in her life. We'd been clashing for days, little disagreements piling on top of one another until they felt like boulders. But that evening, her words hit harder than ever. She stared straight into my eyes and said, "Maybe you're just not enough." The sentence carved itself into me. I didn't yell, didn't defend myself. I simply turned and walked out. The night felt heavy, but even the weight of the humid air was easier to breathe than the suffocating silence inside our home. I wandered aimlessly down the street, my thoughts tangled with every memory we had shared. Moments of joy, laughter, fights, apologies. All of it suddenly felt meaningless, drowned out by the echo of her dismissive tone replaying in my mind like a broken track. Maybe this is it, I thought. Maybe this is how it all falls apart. I ended up on a worn bench by the roadside, staring at my phone, unsure whether to reach out to a friend or vanish into the night for a while. My pride screamed not to return, not to let her words cage me again. And yet, some stubborn part of me still waited, still hoped she'd realize what she had said and call me back. But the screen stayed black. No messages. No calls. Just silence. Nearly an hour slipped by before my phone finally lit up. My chest tightened, expecting her name, expecting an apology. But it wasn't her. It was her father. The sight of his name startled me. We had spoken before, but only politely, never anything beyond surface level. Why would he be calling at this hour? I answered, my grip tightening around the phone. His voice was steady, but weighted with emotion. "Son, I need to talk to you. Don't hang up." I stayed quiet, listening. "I know you walked out after the fight," he said. "She told me what she said, and it wasn't fair. She was wrong." For a moment, I was speechless. Of all people, I thought he would naturally side with her. Yet here he was, speaking on my behalf. His tone carried sincerity that cut through the anger boiling in me. "I've seen the way you've stood by her, the way you've cared for her, even when things were rough," he continued. "Men like you don't come around often. Don't let her careless words convince you otherwise." I swallowed hard, emotions pressing at my throat. For weeks, maybe months, I had felt unseen, unappreciated, like my efforts were invisible. Hearing her father acknowledge them was something I never knew I needed. It hit me like a wave of relief. He paused, then sighed deeply. "I raised her, and I know her flaws. She speaks without thinking, but regrets it almost instantly. She hasn't told you yet, but I know she's already crying over what she said. She's stubborn, but she loves you, more than she knows how to admit." Tears welled in my eyes. I wanted so badly to believe him, but doubt tugged at me. "Sir," I said quietly, "I don't know if I can keep being treated like this. It's exhausting, giving everything and never feeling appreciated." He didn't argue. He didn't push. His voice stayed calm. "Then take the time you need. But don't ever walk away thinking you weren't enough. You are. And if she can't see that right now, then it's her who needs to change, not you." For the first time that night, I felt understood. It wasn't just about love anymore. It was about respect, about finally realizing my worth. His words planted something in me, something her cutting remark had tried to destroy. When I finally ended the call, I didn't rush back home. I stayed on that bench for a long while, turning everything over in my head. Love, pride, mistakes, second chances. Slowly, the anger in my chest shifted into clarity. By the time the first light of dawn stretched across the horizon, I still didn't know what choice I would make about us. But I knew one thing for certain. Her father's call had changed everything. He reminded me that I wasn't worthless, that I had given my all. And whether I stayed or walked away, I had value. And sometimes, knowing that truth alone is enough to change the entire story.